Oh yeah, 3 minutes in the cold. Woo! Yeah! Shout out to my boy Gary Brecka doing that cold plunge challenge. So there's 3 minutes. I like to do a little mammalian face dive after that. And now dopamine levels 6 times higher for the next 6 hours, right? And there's never a time where that just doesn't feel awesome. Oh man, awesome. So yeah, never a time where that doesn't feel awesome. Cold plunge, 41 degrees. I actually did mine after the workout today, which is not recommended. If you're gonna do any kind of anabolic work, you really want to be doing it before the workout or wait a couple hours after. But anyway, shout out to Gary. He's doing a great cold plunge challenge. Gary Brecka. I don't know if it's too late to join that challenge. Today's day 2. Man, Gary has just got it right. You know, he talks about the vasoconstriction that goes on, bringing all the blood to the smooth muscle. He talks about hormetic stress, making the body respond to something it's not used to, wake the body up right, do hard things. Talks about brown fat. It's really burning calories as you try to heat yourself up right now, so it helps with metabolism, with weight loss. And then, man, cold shock proteins, right? It's really all about regulating blood sugar levels and building decreasing inflammatory markers. There's so much greatness to the cold. And so Gary's doing this challenge, and I hope he doesn't mind, but we're going to emulate that and do it for our local community. Starting next week, I'll confirm next Monday and Tuesday, we're going to do a cold plunge challenge here in Shelby, North Carolina, and really get people going. And whether it's dry or wet cold, obviously, we've done the cold tank, the cryo tank for 4 or 5 years, or if you want to try cold showers or get some ice in the cold in the bathtub, we need to start getting cold and on a regular basis. So you can probably feel it in my voice right now, right? Dopamine levels are just flying. So shout out to Gary, and he's a great one. I've followed him for several years. Turns out I didn't even remember, but I went to chiro school with this guy back at National College of Chiropractic, and he was great friends with a buddy of mine, Mike Feinglass, who unfortunately lost his life back during school, or it passed away back during school. But these are authentic people. Gary and his wife, Sage, I got to meet her at this awesome mastermind, the Bio Boardroom out in Salt Lake City, or Park City, last weekend. Met just a slew of great people out there in our space. Really fortunate to be a part of this mastermind, and had the privilege of meeting Sage. And some of these influencers and people that are really blowing up out there and followed a good bit, they sometimes they're not the most genuine people up close and personal, and there's some maybe motives and so forth, but not Gary and Sage. They are humble, gracious, amazing people. And if you're not following Gary, check him out. He's runs the Ultimate Human podcast, and you can go Google and YouTube him, and he's got a wealth of information for us. Anyway, a few words of wisdom for today, and as we're thinking about things, just work on that dash, right? That dash is that dash between the year you were born and the year that ultimately you perish. And what do you really want that dash to stand for? Life is fucking hard. Go get it, right? We know that. And not everything's going to go your way. I love it. Kyle from iCryo, he talked about that quote from Tyson, everyone's got a plan until someone punches you in the face, right? And someone's going to punch you in the face every day just about in this world. And it's never about what happens. It's all about how you respond to it, right? So, but if you really have that dash figured out, and you really know what you want that thing to stand for long after you're gone, what would you say you want people to remember you for? Are you waking up and getting after that every day? Are you waking up and making and representing that every day, and refusing to let that punch in the face bring you down and bring that dash anywhere else than you really wanted to represent? And so think about that. I remember my cousin Stacy read a poem called The Dash at my grandmother's funeral several years back, and it's always resonated with me. So, hey, get cold. Let's do it together. Let's do it next week. We're going to do a live cold plunge on Monday and Tuesday. Let's commit to that right now. And think about your dash. Go make it happen. Have a great day.